is Tomilola and I'll be talking about developing leaders with S-Sarpio. I select core team members who are passionate, and I give you the criteria for selection is I give you little tasks to do. It could be call me by 9 p.m. It could be call me by 9 p.m. It could be watch a video and get back to me at a specific time. These are the things that I use to select my core team members and check how ready you are to be part of my core team. Per time, I have between 3 to 5 persons in my core team because it is better to work with less people and we'll achieve more working together, and it helps me to track the achievements faster. With my core team, I run 5 activities with them. Number 1 is making sure that they make their sales between the first day and the 5th day of the new month. We run weekly meetings to evaluate our goals, their goals, and then help them to achieve more per time. And then we also have activities together once a week where we go out, we meet people, we have fun activities, we mingle with people, and that helps them to duplicate these activities in their new team members and also helps them to enjoy the lifestyle and communicate that to their prospects. We also I make sure that they run L1 meetings 3 times a week. This is very crucial to the growth of their businesses, and these L1 meetings could be done online or offline. Personal development is the 5th activity that I make sure that they go through. Personal development is very key in anything we do in life, and so I know that the only investment that can never go wrong is the investment in yourself. So I communicate this with them and make sure that every single day they watch a video or read a book or something to get them, synergized with the business and grow. Showing up is very, very important for me. As a leader, I show up almost all the time, and I make sure that is my number 1 rule. To be in my core team, you must show up. Number 2 is you have to be consistent. You have to take your business as a business, and so we have working hours, and within your working hours, I want you to report to me at the end of the day at a specific time that I have given to you to share what you have been able to achieve within your working hours that day. So that role is very important to me, and the growth of the core team is carrying out their income producing activities every day. These income producing activities are what is crucial to the growth of the business. So I communicate this with them and help them to carry out these activities every day, and that is a rule that I stick to. There are 3 methods I apply to attract people to join my team. Number 1 is share the success stories of those who are already in the core team. Number 2 is to recognize and celebrate the people in the core team per time as they reach a leadership rank. And number 3 is to assign tasks to the interested persons to get them familiar with the activities they would be doing when they become part of the core team. Very good. I explain the benefits of the core team via WhatsApp, Zoom calls, one-on-one calls that's a phone call, Google Meet video meetings. All of these methods are used depending on who I'm communicating with and the situation the person finds him or herself. But majorly, I communicate through phone calls and Zoom meetings. I differentiate between those who say they will do it and those who actually do it by giving specific activities to carry out. When you say you're ready, I tell you to watch a video, I tell you to look up a link, I tell you to read up something and get back to me at a particular time. When you get back to me, I'm sure that you're ready. When you don't get back to me, I assume that you're not ready. When core team members don't follow the rules, I reach out to them and remind them about what we discussed earlier, and I co-tag you on the group to remind you to do what you're supposed to do. But if you don't do it, then I also remind you about the rules of the group, and that's what I do when you don't follow the rules of the group, and eventually you may have to leave the group, very sadly. I rarely have challenges with my core team members, but the major ones that I can remember is challenges with their character. I remember a specific lady who we couldn't work together so much because she had an hostile way of communicating with me. And for me, your character really goes a long way with telling how you can run your business, because we are in the people's business. So I had to communicate this with her severally, and when I realized that she could not, change how she communicates, it became a big issue, and she had to come out of the core team. So for me, the communication skill and basically your character as a person goes a long way in building your business, and that is what I always make sure that I help them to build over time. It's always not a good thing to remove somebody from my core team. It's always a sad moment, but of course it is necessary if the person doesn't keep up. So what do I do when you don't follow the rules of the core team? I tag you on the group, reminding you of what you were supposed to do. I inform you on the group that you've not done what you were supposed to do. If I don't get a response or I don't get a positive change, I send you a private message trying to explain to you, and you don't respond, I put a call through to you to find out what happens. For some people this may be extra, but I feel that life happens to people and people may have several issues, so I try as much as possible to give you that long rope. And if you still don't follow the rules of the core team, sadly, the person has to come off. Over time, the person can come back on depending on his or her passion through the business, but for that moment of flouting the rules consistently, the person has to be out the core team. I ensure that I have enough people to come into my core team because I constantly recruit new people into my business. I know that the soul of the business is recruitment, so I make sure that I recruit new people into the business. I also make sure that the builders recruit new people into the business, and not only doing that, but also being on the lookout for passionate people. Oriflame has changed my life, and if I find a passionate person who wants to change their life with the Oriflame business opportunity, I always want to invite them into my core team. So being on the lookout for passionate people is one other thing that I do to always have people in my core team, and that has been a blessing because the essence of the business opportunity is to have a life-changing experience. Because the essence of the Oriflame business opportunity is to change your life. This is the most amazing part that I like to share. Every time I remember this story, it gives me chills. I'm super excited. I met this fantastic woman who only loved beauty products and wanted to push beauty products. But over time, I was able to convince her, and she decided to build the business looking at my achievements. After a few face-offs, she was able to grow her business and become a director with Oriflame. Right now she has a franchise with Oriflame. She's doing very well with Oriflame, and in fact Oriflame funds her life 80%, and that's super exciting for me. Oriflame has helped me to help her, and we now have a fantastic relationship. So yes, the core team system has helped us to build a fantastic relationship and also a beautiful business. So basically, this is how I've been able to develop leaders with the S-Sarpio. Thank you.